Today, I want to introduce you to Simon Sinek and his powerful idea called Start with Why. This concept challenges us to think about the purpose behind what we do, not just the what or how. Understanding your why can inspire action and create lasting success. Let's explore this further. Most organizations talk about what they do first, then how they do it, and if they mention it at all, why they do it. But Simon Sinek shows us that the most inspiring leaders do the opposite. They start with why they do what they do, then explain how, and finally what. This approach isn't just a minor detail, it's what separates companies that simply sell products from those that truly lead movements, creating an emotional connection that goes beyond just market logic. The key idea here is that the brain decides by emotions and then justifies by logic. This has important implications for leadership. Instead of leading with data alone, we need to connect emotionally before trying to convince. Data without emotion can't really move people. It's the goal that creates an emotional bridge, and logic then reinforces that feeling. Language plays a crucial role too. Words that tap into values and paint a vision trigger deeper emotional responses than simply listing facts or characteristics. Consistency is another essential factor. The brain quickly picks up on any mismatch between what is said and what is done, and that damages trust instantly. Neurobiology supports this by showing that the limbic system, which governs emotions and decision-making, processes information first, before the neocortex, which handles logic. So people feel first and rationalize after. When leaders communicate from a place of genuine purpose, they activate that emotional center in their audience, building trust, fostering belonging, and encouraging action. Everett Rogers showed us that every innovation follows a specific adoption curve, but the real challenge is to cross what we call the chasm between early adopters and the early majority. Early adopters are visionaries, motivated by curiosity and a willingness to take risks. They buy into the why of an innovation. On the other side, the early majority are pragmatic, they want to see clear results before committing. This group represents 34% of the market, and successfully reaching them, the tipping point, is crucial because it's where you either win or lose the market. Following these groups, the late majority and laggards, who make up about 68%, only join once success is well established, while early adopters are roughly 13.5%, representing the public opinion that starts to validate the innovation to a broader audience. Understanding and bridging this gap is essential to achieving widespread adoption. Here we see how the power of a compelling why can mobilize masses and drive monumental change. Apple didn't just sell computers, they sold the belief that thinking differently can change the world. This core purpose attracted not just customers, but employees and investors who truly identified with that mission, making Apple one of the most valuable and loyal brands ever, built on identity rather than just technical specs. Similarly, the civil rights movement wasn't about a detailed plan. Martin Luther King's famous phrase, "I have a dream," offered a clear, emotional why that resonated deeply, inspiring hundreds of thousands to unite toward a shared goal. It wasn't marketing, it was a powerful, emotional call that connected with the very heart of a nation. The triangle of sustained purpose is made up of clarity, discipline, and consistency. It's not enough to just know the why behind your organization. Successful leaders turn this into an operational system where each part strengthens the others. First, clarity means defining exactly why your organization exists beyond just making money. This clear objective needs to be easy to understand, memorable, and set you apart from others. Without it, you have no direction. Next is discipline, which involves translating that goal into real decisions, processes, and behaviors. This is how intention becomes action, whether it's hiring or shaping your product strategy. Every choice should reflect your core purpose. Finally, consistency is about keeping that goal front and center over time and in every interaction. If what you say and what you do don't match, you risk losing trust quicker than any crisis ever could. But staying consistent builds a strong reputation that lasts. When leaders lose sight of their purpose, they end up competing solely on price and features, which triggers a dangerous downward spiral. Without a clear reason behind what they do, price becomes the only lever, and there will always be someone cheaper. This leads to generic messaging that sounds just like the competition, so no one remembers what makes the brand unique. Decisions become reactive, copying competitors instead of leading with a distinct vision. As a result, talent feels disconnected and unmotivated, causing the best people to leave because they can't find meaning in their work. These are clear warning signs that an organization is losing its way and heading towards decline. The authenticity of your purpose plays a crucial role in attracting aligned talents, clients, and investors. Your true purpose acts like a natural filter. It draws in those who share your values and gently repels those who don't. This isn't a limitation, rather, it's a powerful, sustainable competitive advantage. When it comes to talent, people don't just work for purpose-driven companies, they work with them. A clear purpose reduces turnover, boosts engagement, and draws in high-performance individuals who are looking for meaning beyond just a paycheck. For loyal clients, those who connect with your brand's why become your strongest ambassadors. Their loyalty goes beyond price or features, they stand by your brand because it reflects who they are. Finally, long-term investors are drawn to organizations with a clear purpose because these companies are more resilient, innovative, and better able to handle uncertainty. This clarity reduces perceived risk and ultimately increases valuation. Keeping the why of our organization visible and alive means more than just putting it in the mission statement and forgetting about it. It takes rituals, metrics, and real-life examples to continuously bring it to the forefront. This isn't a one-time announcement, it's about creating a dynamic system that reinforces our purpose every day, ensuring it stays embedded in everything we do. By doing so, the why remains a guiding force that inspires and directs our daily actions across the company. The shared purpose of an organization acts as the cultural cement that holds everyone together, especially during times of change and uncertainty. For leaders, leading from the why means having the courage to be authentic, the discipline to stay consistent, and the humility to truly listen. It's important to understand that starting with the why isn't just a marketing message, it's an entire operating system for how the organization runs. As Simon Sinek says, people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. When you communicate what you believe in, you naturally attract others who share those beliefs. For your organization's inheritance, remember that the ones who last aren't just the most efficient, they are the ones who inspire people to give their very best. So, the next step is to gather your leadership team and ask together, why does our organization exist beyond economic profit? That answer will transform everything. Thank you very much for your time and attention today. I truly appreciate the opportunity to share this information with you.